Hello and welcome back to day 2 of our Wildly Wealthy Woman tapping extravaganza. If you are seeing this tapping video for the first time, if you've never tapped with me before, welcome. I am hosting this 4-day live series to give you the experience of EFT tapping, and today to share a special announcement for those of you that are interested in working further with me. So today we are talking about the topic of self-leadership and self-trust. And all around the theme of Wildly Wealthy Woman Week, it's about becoming your grandest, highest vision of yourself. And earlier this month, I hosted a masterclass called The Best in the Business. And I shared the 4 to 5 common beliefs that women who are the best in the business at what they do, so whatever industry you're in, the 5 things that they believe about themselves. And then I rated everyone. I took a poll and I said, which areas do you need to work on most? And the top area that needed to be worked on most was the area of trusting yourself as a woman, specifically in business. And this can be tricky because there is so much advice, right? There's so much information coming at us constantly, and we're sold all sorts of ideas and things that we should do and try. But ultimately, the best solution always comes from your inner voice. And so today's session is going to help you really tune into that and ask yourself, if I was really to trust myself in this area of my business or life, what would my higher self, what would I do? What would I say? And then we're going to talk a little bit about self-leadership. So looking at where you are looking to other people for answers. This again is mainly business focused. Our Wildly Wealthy Woman Week is all around helping female entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses using tapping. And is there an area where you are giving your power away or looking for other people to lead you to the answer? And tapping can show you how to find that for yourself. So let's dive in. If you have never tapped with me before, put a 2 in the comments. And if you have tapped with me before, put a 1 in the comments. I'd love to say hello, welcome back, and let's dive in. All right, so I invite you, as long as you're not driving, to close your eyes, get comfy, and connect to your breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Good job. Rolling your shoulders a few times up and back, opening up your heart and chest, connecting into your breath as you breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Setting aside anything you were doing before this. Setting aside anything you'll go to after this. Creating space for yourself today to tune into your body. Just notice on a scale of 0 to 100%, how much do I trust myself? Or how much am I trusting myself? Just notice what number comes to mind. On the scale of 0 to 100%, how much do I trust myself? And if I have any resistance to trusting myself, where do I feel that in my body? Hi, Katie. Thanks for joining me. Awesome. You've tapped with me before. Welcome. So we use the body a lot in tapping because it is a somatic practice, which means we're using the mind and the body together. And the body will show you where there's trauma. It will show you where there's resistance. It will also show you if there's any limiting beliefs. If there's any part of you that's not feeling 100% confident or on board with where you're going or what you're doing. So just noticing when I say I trust myself, on a scale of 0 to 100%, what percentage would I give? And if it's not at 100%, looking at why. Why am I not trusting myself? Maybe it's because I'm giving my power away and I'm trusting other people, or because when I've done it in the past, it didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So that little piece is really important to our tapping. And then when you're ready, let's dive in, tapping on the side of the hand. Take a nice deep breath and say, even though I haven't been trusting myself, the way that I could be, I love and accept myself anyway. And I'm ready to lean into this today. Even though I really want to trust myself, I have these little doubts. I get distracted by what other people are doing. And I love and accept myself anyway. Even though I know the key to my next level is through trusting myself and acting on my ideas. I've had some resistance, and that's okay. I love and accept myself anyway. Good job. Let's go to the top of the head and say, I forgive myself. Eyebrow point for not trusting myself. Side of the eye, the way I could be. Underneath the eye, I get really good ideas. Underneath the nose, and then I have these doubts. Underneath the mouth, I have a critical inner voice. Collarbone point that shows up and says, underneath the arms, and I want you to say whatever your inner critic is saying right now. You don't know what you're doing, you don't know enough, it's never going to work. Underneath the chest, and I forgive myself now. Wrist point for believing this inner critic. Top of the head for letting it slow down or stop me. Eyebrow point, I'm ready to start listening to myself more. Side of the eye, and trusting myself today. Good job. So you can go ahead, stop tapping. Take a nice deep breath. And just notice, what has your inner critic been saying? Give yourself a moment to get it out. Write it down. So you may come up with great ideas and you're like, oh, I could do this, I could do that. I see this all the time with women that I work with. And they're really excited at the beginning and then they kind of peter out. And it's usually because there's this part of themselves, your inner critic, whatever you want to call it, that's saying, it's never going to work. You've tried this before. You're doing it differently than what other people are doing it. So give yourself a moment to write out whatever's coming up for you. So I forgive myself for not trusting myself. I forgive myself for believing the voice that's telling me that it's not going to work, or that I'm too old, or I'm too young, or I don't know enough, or I need more information, I need more certifications, all those things. I hear those all the time. So writing that out, because whatever that inner critic is saying is what you want to spend some time tapping on. The secret to success in tapping is always in the specific words that you use. So if you're like, oh, I'm not feeling the shift, like, oh, I'm not feeling the breakthrough, it's because you need to get really specific. Okay, so let's do another round together. Let's tap again on the side of the hand. You can close your eyes if you want. Take a nice deep breath and say, even though I know that in order for me to hit the next level, I need to trust myself and listen to myself more. I give myself permission to let go of what other people are doing or saying and lean into my ideas instead. Even though I have been listening to all kinds of people, I have consumed all kinds of information, I give myself permission today to listen and trust myself now. And I wonder where that will guide me. Good, let's go to the top of the head and say, I wonder where that will guide me. Eyebrow point. What if I released all the distractions? Side of the eye, I quieted the noise. Underneath the eye, and I trusted myself on this. Underneath the nose, if I was to do it my way. Underneath the mouth, what would I do? Collarbone point, if I was to do it my way. Underneath the arms, how would I do it? Underneath the chest, I've been taking the right steps. Wrist point, I've been making the right moves. Top of the head, I am ready to go to the next level now. Eyebrow point, and I know that the way to get there. Side of the eye is through trusting and leading myself. Good job. So you can close your eyes, take a deep breath. So you have been taking the steps. You have been taking the action. You've been laying the ground pieces, and now it's time to go to the next level. And when you close your eyes and you ask yourself, if I was to trust myself, if I was to lead myself, if I was to listen to myself, what is the next step for me? If I was to do it my way, how would I do it? And this is a great example. I am opening the doors to a very exciting opportunity today. And at the top of the month, I was thinking about how I usually do it, how I usually open the doors, how I usually sell it, like all that stuff. And I thought, you know what, if I wanted to do this my way, what would I do? And I said, I'm going to do something really fun. I want it to feel fun. I want it to feel exciting. I want it to feel like people are a part of my world. And so I decided to do this Wildly Wealthy Woman Tapping Extravaganza. So it's like, that was my way of doing it. It brought fun, it brought energy, it brought excitement to it for me. We talked about that yesterday, and we tapped on sales. If you didn't go back and watch day one, make sure you go back. But day one was all about feeling confident, feeling excited, and feeling in alignment with what you're selling. And so asking yourself today, what is the thing for me? If I was to lead myself, listen to myself, trust myself now, what's the next step? So let's do one more last round together. Closing your eyes again. We're going to go right to the top of the head. Taking a nice deep breath. And say, I have been preparing. Eyebrow point, I have been preparing for this time. Side of the eye, I have been preparing for this cycle. Underneath the eye, I am ready for the season ahead. Underneath the nose, so I choose to walk with confidence. Underneath the mouth, I choose to walk with God. Collarbone point, I move towards what I want. Underneath the arms, trusting that I know how to get there. Underneath the chest, leading myself every step of the way. Wrist point, loving myself through the lessons and through the celebrations. Top of the head, as I step into this new chapter. Eyebrow point, I am stepping into. Side of the eye, the season of. Underneath the eye, my wildly wealthy woman. All right, so you can stop tapping, close your eyes, take another deep breath, and just feel those affirmations, feel that energy, that excitement brewing in your body. Where do you feel that in your body? You have been laying the groundwork, you have been taking the steps, you've been making the moves. You are ready to walk forward in confidence, in excitement, in trust. You're walking with God or source or higher power, whatever term you use. So I am so excited to share with you, if you are in this energy with me, if you're feeling like this is speaking to me, or I have done a lot of consuming and I've done a lot of learning and I'm really ready to lead myself, trust myself, take my business to the next level in this way that is not just all strategy, but more somatic work, subconscious work, looking for someone that's not just going to give you the answers, but walk with you as you find them and create them yourselves. This is what the Wildly Wealthy Woman Mastermind is all about. We have limited spots, so there's 6 spots total. We've already sold a couple, so there's only a few spots left, and it includes sessions like this monthly. So you get tapping with me every month inside of a mastermind. So the top of the month, we look at your goals, what your focus is for the month, really helping you stay focused. We have a content creation call where I dive in with you and we get really clear on who you're talking to and creating actual content around that together. Also a little bit of branding, because I love talking about branding. And then we do a money tapping call where we're specifically just tapping on your feelings, your beliefs around money, building new beliefs around money. That's everyone's favorite call. And then you get a one-on-one with me. And these are very rare. I don't do a lot of one-on-ones. I only open this up a couple times a year. So if you are new here, this is a great time to jump in. And as I said, we start in May and we go all the way to the end October. So it's 6 months. And if you have any questions, I'm so excited to open the doors to you. It is a limited time. As I said, it's only open for a short period of time. Limited spots available. Message me if you're interested, and I hope to see you back here for day 3. We're going to be tapping on the body, so helping your body get on board with who you're becoming. So as you step into this greater vision, your wildly wealthy woman, really helping your body feel safe as you do that, and using your body as a guide. So if you're hitting resistance, the body will show you where that is, why that is, and tapping will help you move through it. All right, if you loved it, please share it and tag me. I will be drawing a winner for anybody who shares this to their stories or tags any friends in this. Let me know if you share, because I will be doing a draw for a special prize at the end. And check my stories after for all the info about the mastermind. All right, we'll see you back here tomorrow. Bye.